Stay down, don't get up.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you. Medya, I know exactly what you think of me. Can't I just be with you today?
I don't want to talk to you, just go. Okay, that's okay. I'll try other channels. Okay, bye.
What are you trying to get through?
Don't worry about it. You've got enough problems as it is.
Before I hear a diagnosis from a doctor, I'm ready to be distracted by other people's problems. What's wrong?
My assistant. Igor, you saw him. He's young. His childhood friend turned to him. And her grandmother died. The grandmother has property, an apartment in the center. Her granddaughter was supposed to inherit it. But before she died, she signed it over to some strange woman.
A black realtor.
I'm thinking about this version. I'm trying to assess the legality of the transaction. So far, no luck.
When I'm at work, I can pull up the information in the database.
I'd appreciate you.
And this girl can call me tonight.
I'll let her know.
Unless, of course, Medya will be fine.
Anya. Of course it's gonna be okay.
Hello, son.
Hi.
What aren't you eating? I brought you some more fruit.
Mom, why did he come?
Was Daddy here? He came because he's your father, regardless of my relationship with him.
Tell him not to come here anymore, okay?
No, Medya, I can't say that, and believe me, he worries a lot.
Anna Andreevna,
Hello?
I was just about to call you. The test results came back. The prognosis is optimistic, but rehabilitation will be necessary.
How long will it take? I just have a big game coming up.
3 months, that's about right.
I got a month tops. I can't miss this game.
Have you ever heard of Dr. Granovsky?
No.
We're ready to make the best of it.
Good. If there's a place to get a guy back on his feet fast, it's Granovsky's. But it's gonna cost a lot of money.
I see. Thank you very much.
Mom, where are we gonna get the money?
I'll try to get a loan from work. My boss is kind of loyal. He should be okay with it. Don't worry, it'll be fine. You be careful. You haven't been driving that long.
It takes half an hour to get to the station. Are you catch a train?
I'm on time. I should have stayed longer. It worries me to leave you with your Sasha.
You're already worried. And at first you said, what a beautiful man.
So you said he was getting a divorce, and it turns out he's not even planning to. Just imagine, as soon as his wife called, he ran away.
He didn't sleep at home at night. He didn't come to see me off.
I don't know what happened to him. His wife is old and boring. And I'm young and beautiful.
That's true. But it's an established family. Look, Kira, don't let him go back to her.
He won't. Mom, they don't want him there. That's what he told me. Don't worry, Mom. I'm his family now.
Oh, Kira, be on your guard. You know, if he snapped like that at a big moment like this, it means one thing: they're more important to him than you. The car is a good thing.
Anya, good evening.
Good evening. Sorry I'm late.
Have you seat?
Is your partner not a match yet?
No, we'll be alone tonight. I don't know if we're lucky. Lev Dmitrievic has an important client today. But I think it's not so bad. I can get to know you better.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Especially since I'm having a serious conversation with you, even a personal request.
Would you like a drink?
Green tea, if I may.
Mark Evgenyevic, the usual.
And bring me an Anna Andreevna bottle of sparkling wine.
No thanks, I'm driving.
In that case, we'll have boring tea, and we'll think about food.
Good.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Anya, I won't hide it from you. I like you. I like your work attitude. I think you have a serious future in our company.
If that's true, I'd like to ask you,
Ask. Be brave. We have a great future together.
I certainly hope so.
You know what? I have a plan. We're going to have dinner. The tuna tartar here, by the way, is amazing. I recommend it. And then I'll show you Christensen's painting. He's this trendy Belgian painter.
In some gallery.
Why do we need a gallery? I've got it.
At home?
Yes.
Are you suggesting I go to your house?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting. In fact, we can discuss your request or whatever it is you have. You don't mind, do you?
Mark Evgenyevic. I've really enjoyed working for your company, but I'd like to keep a professional distance with you.
Does that preclude a friendly visit?
It does.
Anya, I don't think you understand what I'm offering you. Friendship with me can help your career not only in our company. It's not far-sighted to refuse a man like me.
And yet I will refuse. If you'll excuse me, I have to go.
Don't you want to explain anything to me? I ran out of dinner last night, didn't see my mother off today.
Mitya was injured at practice yesterday. Anya called yesterday. I had to leave urgently.
My mom told me that it was connected. How is he?
He fell badly. His spine.
But it's okay.
I don't know.
It's terrible. Have you been with him all this time? Well, you see what a wonderful father you are. The baby and I are so lucky.
I'm sorry, Masha, but the deal looks perfectly legal.
Why? Why did my grandmother sign over the apartment not to me, but to this Alla?
Do you even know who she is? Alla Kolyeva.
Her social worker. She took care of Grandma. I left 3 years ago to study in Barcelona. I got a scholarship.
And before that you lived in this apartment.
All my life. It's our family nest. Mom and Dad used to live there. Then they were gone when I was 10. Since then, it's just me and my grandmother.
When you left, did you call your grandmother?
Of course I did. Stable. Once a month at least. At some point, Grandma started complaining about her health. I offered to take a leave of absence and come over. She didn't want to. She told me to stay and study, that she was helped by a social worker. Good girl, Alla.
And you didn't suspect anything then?
What's there to suspect? It's just an ordinary social worker. Then the grandmother stopped picking up the phone. I thought that maybe there was something wrong with the phone.
Weren't you worried? You didn't call the neighbors.
Our neighbors aren't contactable. I don't know anybody. They just moved in a year ago. 3 months later, I heard from a distant acquaintance that my grandmother was gone.
And they came right away.
Yes, I did. It turns out that the heiress is no longer me, but this Alla. I opened the door to the apartment. The alarm was screaming. Men with machine guns arrived, almost killed me.
Where do you live now?
At a friend's house. The guards say you have to prove ownership to get into the apartment. I don't even own the place anymore.
Have you even seen this Alla?
I have no idea where to find her. I went to my childhood friend. He's a policeman. I wanted him to help.
Yeah, Masha. You should have called your grandmother more often.
I'll sue and contest the will. Will you be my lawyer?
I'm not ready yet.
Go for it. I don't have anyone else to go to.
I understand, but I need time to make a decision. I need to talk to the notary who did the deal with your neighbors.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
I'll be in touch. I'll take the documents with me.
Thank you.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Excuse me, I'm a lawyer. Could you talk to me?
Yes.
Thank you very much. No one wants to talk to me. Really, there are uncontacted people in your house.
It's that kind of time. What do you want?
I wanted to know about the late Svetlana Vladimirovna Glebova, apartment 25, third floor. I work at the request of her granddaughter. Did you know her?
I saw the grandmother, but I don't know her granddaughter.
Tell me, did you have any contact with her long before she died?
Once in a while. She'd been very strange lately. Some kind of problem with her head.
What do you mean?
I go home one day, and she's standing right where we are. It's freezing outside, and she's wearing slippers. Suddenly, she sees my little one, and she's laughing. And then she says, "How my granddaughter has grown."
Have you seen her social worker?
No. I often saw her doctors. She had a car from a private clinic that came a lot.
Do you remember the name?
Yes, home doctor. I remember making a joke. How do you order a home doctor on your pension?
Mom, let's go.
Oh, wait. And she says the social worker pays for it. That's what I thought was weird, too. A caregiver paying for an old lady to go to a private clinic.
Mom, let's go.
Okay, we'll go.
Thank you.
The deal wasn't in the office. I had to make a house call. It's normal practice with us notaries.
And who called you to do the paperwork?
She did. The successor, Alakalieva.
Weren't you surprised that Glebova is not assigning the apartment to her own granddaughter, but to a stranger?
Surprised. But it happens. The granddaughter, as I understand it, did not take care of her grandmother, and she had to ask for help from a stranger.
And how did she feel, Svetlana Glebovna? If she couldn't come to the notary herself, maybe.
What are you talking about? If I had noticed something like that, I would never. An ordinary grandmother.
Yes, I have different information. She was confused about reality and didn't recognize people. You couldn't have missed that.
Don't scare me. Yeah, she was weak. Silent. Maybe she was sick. I told her I couldn't probate a will from someone in that condition. But the heiress showed me her certificates, which indicated that grandmother was in good mental health. What was I supposed to believe? Subjective impression or official documents?
Anyway, the old lady was out of her mind, although according to the certificates, everything was fine. She was treated at an expensive private clinic, paid for by her social worker. In general, Igor, your friend has reason to contest the will. But I don't have any proof yet.
Thank you. Thank you.
You took our case so seriously. That's unexpected.
I didn't expect it myself. I guess I want to take my mind off my problems. In fact, we should go to that private clinic where they gave her the certificate.
Thank you. I'll be sure to help you. I'll go with you.
Wait, Igor. I do not know what kind of relationship you have with this Masha, but do not forget about your duties.
I just wanted to help Anna Andreevna.
I will help. I hope you don't mind.
Understood.
If you understand, do it.
Hello? Can I help you?
We need the name of the therapist who took Svetlana Glebova.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Investigator Rudenko. Listen, this Kalieva is a nurse of mercy since she paid Glebova's bills. Prices here are not at all for pensioners.
She was taken by Dr. Slepsov. Come on, I'll show you.
So Glebova. There is one, yes. Svetlana Vladimirovna. I remember her.
What did she complain about?
All at once. General malaise.
Tell me, did she have any mental disabilities?
I don't remember her personally. We treated her for a year. All her vitals were normal. Printed out.
Yes, if I may.
And how did Glebova end up in your clinic?
I don't have that information. My job is to treat.
That is correct. And what doctor did she see before you?
I do not know.
Probably the wound clinic.
Glebova. Yes, I remember. She came to see me a long time ago. She was worried about insomnia and memory loss.
Were you able to diagnose her?
You can't just diagnose her like that. It sounded to me like dementia. I gave her a referral for an evaluation at the psychoneurological dispensary. She never came to see me again.
I need her medical records urgently.
Luda. There's a lady here asking for the medical records of Glebova, who died recently.
I'll make all the official inquiries. Just find out if it exists.
Right. How could I forget? I forgot. We had a recent flood in the archives. We had a couple hundred medical records simmering in hot water all night. Let's just say there's no Gleb's chart. You don't even have to request one. I went straight to work. I did some research. Officially, as a social worker, Alla Kalyeva is not listed anywhere. There is no such social worker.
Volunteer, can we find her?
I've already found her. She resides in the city of Dolinka. Here's a copy of her passport. I asked the local police officer to check her address. He said that Kalyeva lives at her registered address and is not hiding from anyone.
It's not her.
What does that mean?
Here's a copy of the passport I obtained from the notary. 2 different women, but the same name.
Date of birth, month and date. Tomorrow, I will initiate a criminal case for fraud.
Hello.
Here Mom comes.
Good evening.
Good evening. I called Granovsky. He said he has a spot available. They're ready to accept the guy soon, but they require a prepayment.
Of course.
Here's the invoice. Everything is written there. If you have any questions, ask.
This is the end. We won't be able to pay such an amount. I won't participate in the tournament. I'll miss a year. And my sports career can be forgotten.
Wait, Midya. I'll find the money.
That much, Mom? Anya, I've obtained information about Kalyeva.
Any news?
It turns out that 2 more apartments in Dolinka are registered under the same documents as Kalyeva's, which were with the notary. Just like in the case of our grandmother, they were immediately transferred through inheritance. It seems that these scoundrels have made a business out of seizing apartments.
We need to find out if their owners are deceased.
To do that, we need to go to Dolinka. I'm 100 kilometers away from there.
I need to go to the bank tomorrow morning, then I'm ready to go with you.
Great. Then I'll pick you up in the morning.
All right. Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Good afternoon. I need to pay this bill from our family savings.
All right. Your passport, please. There are insufficient funds in your account to make the payment.
What do you mean?
I see that a large transaction was made from your account a couple of days ago.
Who made the transaction?
Alexander Alexandrovich Ivlev. Almost all the money was withdrawn.
Hello, did you call?
Yes, I did. You make me think that I made a mistake in choosing an employee. I somehow thought that we wouldn't have any problems. But then I find out that instead of signing the agreement that we have already prepared,
Instead, I decided to conduct a reanalysis. This well can be very dangerous.
this well is a gold mine. The company can reach a new level now. Do you understand that this is a government contract? I've worked hard for this. I've built connections. I've searched for information. And I won't allow anyone to stand in my way.
I understand.
So what's the problem? What's the problem? All I need from you is a signature. That's it.
I see.
If it's clear, you still have 2 days. If you don't sign, Then we part ways. You leave here without severance pay. Got it?
Can I go?
Go.
Hello?
Anya, I'm sorry. I couldn't talk. What happened?
I was just at the bank. You withdrew all the money from the personal account.
Yes, I needed it urgently.
What do you mean you needed it? We saved it for Midia's education. It was an untouchable account. And before accessing it, you should have consulted with me.
But I'll return it. Eventually.
There's no time, Sasha. It's urgent. The money is needed for Midia's rehabilitation.
I understand. How much?
Almost as much as you withdrew. I know it's a large sum, but Midia's condition is more important right now.
Yes, I understand. When do you need the money?
Today, the deadline is tomorrow.
Listen, I'm afraid I won't be able to do it that quickly.
Damn.
Anya.
Anya, I'll solve the money problems.
I don't know what to do, Pasha. I don't know. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What can I help you with?
My name is Anna Evleva. I'm a lawyer. I'm interested in your neighbor Valentina Valieva.
Here in your building, Ivan Fedorchik used to live. He passed away last year.
He was mentally unstable before he died.
What do you mean by mentally unstable?
He had some issues with his mind.
Did he have any relatives who helped him?
Only Allah used to help him.
Who is Allah?
She was his caregiver, a social worker, a nice girl.
And who are you?
A relative.
What kind of relative?
A distant one.
She lost her mind towards the end of her life. I felt sorry for her as a human being.
Tell me, did anyone help her?
Yes, there was a girl who used to come here. I don't remember her name.
Could it be Allah?
Exactly, Allah. Let me check on the other shelf. Remind me of the surnames.
Ivan Fedorchik and Valentina Valieva.
All right.
It seems to be the same scheme. They had no relatives, no one to contest the will.
Yes, and people with dementia are easily influenced and prone to paranoia.
Most likely, Polyeva manipulated them completely, and at the opportune moment, she presented a blank sheet of paper for their signatures.
Here are their medical records. Here's Valeva's.
Hold on,
And here's Fedorchik's.
Can you check who their assigned general practitioner was?
just a moment. Slepsov.
Well, then it's clear. These medical records don't even need to be examined. They'll show that they were perfectly healthy.
And Slepsov no longer works here. He moved to the capital. He was offered a position in a private clinic there.
Tell me, does Allah Kolyeva work here?
Of course, on the 3rd floor.
Hold on. Which one is she?
This one. And this one is Ludmila Slepsova, the wife of Seaman Slepsov. She also used to work here. She left with him to the capital. Perhaps she's working as a nurse somewhere.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It goes like this. Celebs have picked out lonely old people with dementia at the reception. But he did not write the diagnosis in the medical records, so that he could not challenge the will due to the disease.
And then he sent his wife to them, who introduced herself as a social worker a la.
Well, yes. Personally, the story is clear to me. I'm gonna go down to the department and get a warrant and arrest them both.
Pasha.
Fucking hell. I got a flat tire, a nail or something. I'll put a spare tire on it. But we won't make it to town with it. We'll have to find a tire shop. Kira. Kira, wait, let's talk. I know you're pregnant.
You do. Julia told you?
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I loved you. And you were.
Yeah. You got that right. I chose the one I wanted.
But why?
How did you imagine it? That I'd move into your dorm? Or how you imagined our future? I'm expecting a baby. I'd be with a man who could provide for me. I want my baby to have everything. Or at least as much as possible.
Hello. The wheel went down.
Nell?
Probably drove on a spare tire.
I can't make it today. We're closing already.
Commander, help me out. I need to get into town right away.
And I have to go to my wife's birthday party. Sorry, man. I'm already 2 hours late. She's gonna kill me.
Yeah, a wife is a sacred thing.
There's a hotel nearby. Stay there for the night. In the morning, you come over and I'll fix it.
What time in the morning?
About 9 o'clock a.m. I think I can do it.
What kind of day is it today?
Anya, the day's over anyway. And the issue with the clinic will be solved tomorrow anyway.
Until then, I need to solve the issue with money.
We'll solve it tomorrow. I'll help you with the money. Forget about it. At least for one night.
I guess I don't have a choice.
Yes. Hi. May I? Come in. I came to apologize. You understand me. I have to be on my guard. If somebody hurts Nika, I'm a brother. After what Max said about your father, I don't want to talk about it. I can't forgive him myself. I even stopped talking to him after that. I see. And our father died. If he were alive, nothing or no one would make me stop talking to him. I mean, he's a father, he's always. Okay. Are you okay? When are you coming back? Something serious? No, it's nothing. I'll be back for practice soon. Come on, we're waiting for you.
Hi.
Oh, Nika. Come on in. We talked and I was wrong. Yeah. I'll wait there for you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Young lady, we need 2 single rooms for one night. Are there any rooms available?
Your passports. We only pay in cash.
Young lady, I only have a card.
I have cash. Only enough for one room.
Shall I put you in a one room?
Knock, knock. How happy I am, Anya.
That the case is almost solved.
That the wheel has been punctured, that they have the same number. How happy I am to have you back in my life again. I can't speak beautifully. You know.
I know.
Gennady Petrovich, may I have a word with you?
Sit down.
Can the company lend me some money?
You know, Ivlev, the company only lends money to loyal employees. And you.
And that's me, Jenna.
What's wrong?
My son, Mitya. He has a serious injury and needs urgent rehabilitation.
When disaster strikes, principles take second place.
I violated my principles in no less serious matters. So, I'll sign everything.
All right. Then, the company will give you a loan.
Thank you.
Вот. И принимаете
Take 2 tablets 3 times a day.
3 раза в день. И все будет.
You will be fine. Citizen Slepcev, you are detained on suspicion of fraud on a large scale. You're entitled to one phone call and a lawyer. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law.
После смерти
When lonely old people die, their apartments go to the state. This is unfair.
Why?
Потому что мы бюджетники.
Because we state employees get such salaries from this state that we can barely survive,
В конце с конца. Так и
that's how this idea came about.
We didn't want to disinherit anyone. We thought that Globova's granddaughter wouldn't come back.
Why didn't you sell the apartments?
As long as 3 years have passed since the inheritance, such apartments can be sold. They start checking the documents,
начинают
dig through everything.
копаться.
We should apologize to Kolyeva. It's not nice. Hello, Svetlana Vladimirovna. I'm from Social Services.
Come in, you've come at the right time. Don't you want to apologize to the old people you deceived?
They died happy in my arms because they felt cared for.
Stop.
Pasha, what are you doing here? You can rest now.
Lucky Masha will soon inherit her grandmother's apartment. And you don't answer her calls. This is for you.
Yeah, I'm not answering. Been busy. I've been trying to find the money.
Here you go. There, money for Mitya's treatment.
No, Pasha, I can't take it.
It's out of the question.
I can't take it.
That's an order.
Anya. Here's the money. Forgive me?
Thank you, Sasha. Thank you for solving it so quickly. Have you been to Mitya's?
No. I think I'll go. He needs time to accept me. I don't want to spoil his mood.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Are you back?
Yes.
I still haven't been transferred to rehabilitation. Is it because of the money? If we can't afford the treatment, I get it. Really?
Don't worry. Some difficulties have arisen. But it's okay now. On Monday, the therapy will start. Your dad has made up his mind.